An East Moline woman has been sentenced to 20 years in a deadly drunk driving case. Last year, Chhabria Harris drove onto the pedestrian path of the Interstate 74 bridge, killing Ethan Gonzalez and Anthony Castaneda. Today, Harris pleaded guilty to one charge of aggravated drunk driving. Now, Harris's case saw over a dozen charges dropped over time. It also brought permanent change to the I-74 bridge. News 8's Jonathan Fong looks at the criminal case as well as the pending civil case. It's our top story tonight at 10.
It was early Sunday morning on May 22, 2022, when Chhabria Harris drove up the pedestrian path on the I-74 bridge, injuring 2 people and killing 21-year-old Ethan Gonzalez. Just 5 days later, 18-year-old Anthony Castaneda also passed away.
I would tell him I love you. I care for you.
A year later, a memorial was placed on the bridge, and that's when we met Ethan's friend, Brian Martinez.
We should hang a little more often, really. Let's say you're one of the closest friends I've ever had.
In June of last year, Harris faced as many as 14 different charges, but many of those were dropped over time. The Rock Island County State's attorney explained that some of those were duplicates, some were not needed because of higher felony charges, and that dropping charges wouldn't change their plans.
We believe that we have very good evidence on this case. This was an extremely tragic incident. We are still pursuing it. To the maximum degree that we can.
Court proceedings would drag on until this Wednesday, where Harris pleaded guilty to aggravated driving under the influence. All other charges were dropped, and per Illinois law, Harris must serve 17 years of her 20-year sentence. And John, we're back out here live in Bettendorf in front of the I-74 bridge. It's here where Chhabria Harris drove up the pedestrian path here on the Bettendorf side. That's the pedestrian path behind me. Now, in May, the third victim that survived, Charles Bone, he filed a lawsuit against the city of Bettendorf and the design firm behind the I-74 bridge. Now, that lawsuit has still been ongoing. We've been taking a look at the court records, and just last week, the design firm filed for a motion to dismiss, saying that the U.S. District Court in Illinois has no jurisdiction over their firm. For now, live in Bettendorf, Jonathan Fong, WQAD News 8.